Hi, it's Charlene from the Smart Coupon Lady. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are in my kitchen. I talk about simple ways to save money using easy tips and tricks. So if that's content that you are interested in, I hope that you will click the thumbs up button, consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification so that you know when the next video is up and running. And as I said, today we're in my kitchen. I apologize for some of the clutter going on. We recently painted my cabinets. I'll insert a picture of what they look like before. And we are doing this sort of in pieces. We kind of ripped out my pantry, so I have sort of my groceries around, and we're working on countertops and backsplash. So everything's kind of being done and it's kind of a little bit messy. But today I am back to do a budget-friendly, super simple dinner. And today I am making Mississippi chicken. So let's get started. So for this Mississippi chicken recipe, you're going to need just a few items. You're going to need about 2 pounds of chicken breast. I had this in my freezer, so I can't really say how much that costs. Usually I get them on sale for $1.99 a pound, so let's say that was close to about $4 a pound. I have 1 gravy mixed packet. This I got back around Thanksgiving time when Ibotta was running that special that if you bought all different Thanksgiving food items, and I bought mine at Walmart, you got the, I think they had to be bought at Walmart, but you got the money back through your Ibotta app. So I still have this brown gravy recipe. Then I have 1 packet of ranch dressing mix, and this again is from Aldi. It's roughly 89 cents, so not too bad. Then I need 1 stick of butter. Now the recipe calls for 1 stick. I may go a little bit less, but this was $1.99 a pound. You get 4 sticks in a box. So this was, let's say, 50 cents. And then the most expensive item other than the chicken was probably the pepperoncini peppers. These were $2.99 at my ShopRite, but I'm not gonna use them all. In fact, the recipe calls for about 6, but I'll probably stick with about 4. And that's really all we're going to need. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be a crock pot meal. And the first thing I'm going to do is, sometimes I use the liners, but I'm not going to today. So I'm just going to spray the bottom of my crock pot with just a little bit of cooking spray. You don't have to do this, but I always feel like it helps a little bit with cleanup. So next I have my 2 pounds of chicken breast. I think it's a little less than 2 pounds, but we're just gonna work with it. And I'm going to put the butter in there. And like I said, the recipe called for a whole stick, but I'm gonna go with like 3/4 of a stick. Okay, so there's my butter. I cut it all up. Next is my McCormick's brown gravy packet that I got for free. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle that all in. A little bit more in there. Okay. Here I am just adding in my peppers, and even though the recipe did say for 6, I'm gonna stick to 4. Like I said, we're not super, I don't like the way that one looks. We're not super spicy, at least I'm not and my girls aren't. My husband is, but he's used to us by now. Ooh, can't get one out. He's being a little bugger. I am just using my fingers, yes I am. And there we have the peppers. And the last thing I'm going to do is sprinkle on almost the whole packet of the ranch. I don't want it to be too seasony, too salty. And there is no liquid in this, but I have seen that in other recipes and it turns out great. So I am going to put the top of my crock pot and I'm going to set it to low. It's all plugged in for about 6 hours. My crock pot tends to cook a little bit on the high side, so I may do it a little bit less, but I'll be back to show you. So now I have let it cook for about 5 hours and it was done. So I didn't want to overcook it and get it dried out. So I just shredded it up with some forks and this is what it looks like. I definitely think I shorted myself a little bit on the chicken. It's probably more of 1.5 pounds than 2, and I probably needed 2, but what's good about shredded chicken is you can really make it go a long way. So I am actually going to serve this on rolls, and I will show you what that looks like when I get it together. So here is the final product. As I said, I shredded it and I added it to a roll, and it really was very good. I recommend this one for sure. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will think about clicking that thumbs up button and consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.